Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and I am over here in New World to show you guys some awesome little tricks. Now what I'm going to go ahead and show you for right now, this is probably the best place in the game to get WYRDWOOD, WYRDWOOD, whatever you want to call it. It is by far the most populated. It's right over here in this bronze grove. The easiest way to access that, assuming you don't have access to a higher level territory, is coming from down here in Everfall. And you're going to see this like little entrance to this gate. And there are two things. One, you're not going to go over here. You're kind of going to go around to the right hand side. And there's like a little hidden entrance over here into the Bronze Grove. And that's what we're going to do. We're literally going to run past pretty much everything. And you're going to get a ton of WYRDWOOD in here. Now, I would recommend being at least level 25. It is something that, I mean, you don't need to be level 25. It's going to be very difficult to kill some of the characters that you're going to have to in order to move around this side. And that's one thing, so, you know, be careful about that. However, one thing you really need is make sure you come in here with level 100, how do I say this properly? Level 100 wood cutting. I guess logging is technically the term they use. But you can kind of just, you know, get through this entire thing pretty easily and not have to fight many people at all. So as long as you're careful, you can just run through pretty much the entire thing. Now, inside, what we're going for right here is this side right here. So we're just going to walk our way around the outside. I am getting hit by somebody that's got some accuracy, huh? That's pretty nice. Good for them. But I have a life staff, so I'm not really concerned. Whenever I stop, I'm just going to go ahead and heal right back up. So you see the track that we're aiming for right here. It goes the entire way around this. So once you get to the track, usually there's nothing on it, but there is a very, very good amount of enemies before the track, and they'll follow you for a little bit. So obviously I've got a little bit of low on health right now, so I'm going to go ahead and heal this up right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and toss these two down. And this is why you want to have a life staff. Boom, right up to full health, especially for those of you that want your own, like, just wanted to go gather things on your own. It's very, very useful to be able to have a life staff and just go from 0 health to full again. Now, I will end up fighting these enemies, but, you know, it's not necessarily the most important thing to do. But I'm going to go ahead and go to the left right over here. As you can see, there's the entrance we're looking for. It's right next to us over here. And hard left is up there. So you can see what we're going for is there's kind of like a little break up here. You don't have to use it, but it's very useful to be able to go in this side. So take that as you will. I'm going to climb up a little bit here in order to get to it. Now, maybe I'll just show you guys the other way in. All right, so if you can't get in that way, this is another way to go. You just follow this right here. You're going to have to kill a couple of archers, and it's pretty simple, actually. You just got to avoid their shots, and it's not too difficult. If you wanted to get close to them, you could, and it's not too bad. But fighting them like I am right now, where just moving back and forth causes them to miss for the most part. And you can kind of just pretty easily walk back and forth with your life staff and kind of just click away. Now, if you really want to, you can also hit them with that healing and then get up close to them to heal a little bit as is as well. And then obviously we're going to go ahead and put down our healing and then heal back up. Now, I wasn't really focusing too much on that, but you could easily do much better than I just did right there. So you can see we're right on the edge of everything right here, and you can start to see some of these WYRDWOOD planks to show. I mean, they're just right here next to us. You see that tree right there? Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Now, you don't want to engage too many enemies at the same time. They do show up in large clusters here, so you want to be careful about that. But you can see, here's the tree we're looking for, and all you got to do is cut this bad boy down. Now, this is probably the best place that I have ever found in this game. I've tried a bunch of different locations that people have suggested. However, this is my favorite because there's usually like 20, 30 trees, and you can just run back and forth and harvest a ridiculous amount of WYRDWOOD. And that's just, you know, what it is. There we go. Nice little screenshot right there. But as you can see right out front, and then you go inside this little structure, and it looks really cool. And you can harvest a ridiculous amount. You can see there's 28 per tree, and there's like 30 trees here that respawn pretty consistently as long as you're running back and forth between them all. I'm only going to cut these two, and I'm just going to show you the rest because it's just, you know, that's what I would do because I don't really want to show you how long it takes. And boom, there's a second tree. You can see it gives a ton of logging experience. And then you go inside in here, and you can see they are everywhere. Look at that. it's literally just like chilling. It's just perfect right there. Now, that gentleman down there, don't fight him. He's very big and scary. So I would avoid him at all costs. Now, you'll see that I had a guy aggro me right there. There's a soldier right here. Now, there are a couple ways to do this. I'm going to go ahead and kind of fight him here because I don't really want to deal with him later on. You can actually do a pretty, I mean, they're pretty easy to fight because they only have so much health and they can only block so much, which is why it's kind of useful to actually just fight them quickly. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you a little trick here. Having a ice storm as your primary and then being able to just go inside of this ice tomb while that ice storm does a load of damage is very, very useful. And then your turret will actually take out a majority of this guy. Now we're going to go ahead and heal ourselves up here. And then you can see that we can pretty much just finish him off this way. So he has this little healing thing on him. We're going to go and heal up. And even though they're a bunch higher levels than me, it's not very difficult to fight them. So all you have to do is just keep moving around inside this little grotto, if you want to call it that, and you'll see these blue trees everywhere. Now, those are the only enemies that are in here. There are a couple of bosses in here, but they're not too big. I mean, look at this. They're everywhere. So you'll see I just aggroed an archer. It's easy to fight them. You just kind of got to move left and right for archers, and they can't hit you worth a darn because they kind of track onto your system. And archers, very easy. But you can see my point, what I'm trying to say. These trees are literally everywhere in here. So WYRDWOOD is, like, you can come out with like 1,000, 2,000 WYRDWOOD pretty easily. And this entire little grotto has a ridiculous amount. So I'm just going to keep running to show you. There's more soldiers and stuff in here as well. But I think you get the point. This is probably the most populated area on the map for WYRDWOOD. And as long as you're level 25, 30-ish, you're easily able to take out these guys right here. And I'm going to go ahead and do it this way and just let this guy, you know, try and destroy me and not have much luck at all. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my little healing aura on him, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do this, and then I can just sit here and tank while he attacks me. But it is small quarters, so having a little backup actual attack might be a good idea, like having a, let's say, a battle axe or something along those lines would be good against these guys. Life staff is not very good close range, but it can be worked. You can. But how did that not kill you? Thank you. Give me a little bit of loot for it too. But again, this is the best area on the entire map to get it, just in this section. Just run around constantly, you'll come back with a few thousand WYRDWOOD. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. Get some of this bad boy stuff right here, and teach out.